She knows, you know.
I know.
At Scott's Richmond practice, an extra special little patient is arriving in style.
Gird your loins, Gigi.
Yeah.
We're going in.
Hi, good afternoon.
How are you?
All right, we're here to see Dr. Scott.
Oh, lovely. Who's this?
6-year-old Dachshund Gigi is a familiar face, appearing alongside her doting owners Steph and Dom on Gogglebox.
Well, hello, lovely people.
Ah, there you are.
Steph and Dom are longtime friends of Scott
Welcome to the area.
and have recently moved to southwest London.
Hello, Gigi. How's my girlfriend?
She's not doing
It's
great.
not great, I think.
Oh, really?
Either she's pining for you,
Well, obviously, yes.
or there's something
Oh,
wrong.
there's something wrong.
I think there's something wrong.
Dear.
We're very concerned that Gigi is unwell. She's lost a lot of weight. She's just off her game. She seems very lethargic.
Come on, then. Let's go, team. Come on.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We're pretty sure something's afoot, because she is not herself.
Tell me what's been happening.
About a month ago, we were down the New Forest, 6 weeks ago, and she got caught in a rat trap.
Ooh.
You know, proper old-fashioned mouse trap with teeth.
She's only just a bit bigger than a rat herself.
Unbelievable. We took her to a vet's in the New Forest. We did the bloods, but they found nothing.
Okay. Do you know what it was that was on the trap?
Chocolate.
Oh, okay. Which, as you know, can also be poisonous. So it was good that they checked her over. So that was given the all clear. So
Yeah.
what's causing you concern right now?
She's just lost a lot of weight, even though she's eating. She's lacking in sustained energy. So she will play, but then only for a little bit and then be knackered.
Okay. Well, I think we're just going to take Mrs. Temperature, all right, which you won't be impressed by. Just hold there.
That's the old so much up the bum trick, is it?
I'm sorry, it is, yes. Why don't you give your little girl a kiss and see if she'll be happier?
Don't associate this with me, okay? This is Dr. Scotty shoving things up animals' bums.
She's the only other woman I will let Dom kiss. Just so you know.
Sorry, Scrooge. All right.
Here we go.
Think
Now
of
just look
England.
away.
Think of England,
Lie
Scrooge.
back, look away. Think of grass and fields. Gambling along.
There we go. Temperature's just fine.
Good.
Girl. Sorry
good.
about that, honey.
Took in one box.
All right.
Little Gigi has definitely lost her sparkle. This is normally a really sprightly, happy, energetic dog. She looks dull, she looks flat, she looks weak. First of all, I want to look at her liver health because I know that she has consumed potentially something quite toxic and that would damage the liver. So I think what we need to do is to pop her downstairs, we'll take some bloods and we'll just work out where things are going wrong.
Do you have any medicinal brandy?
For you or for the dog?
For me.
Out the back, absolutely, yeah. Yeah. Hey, you can't touch it, young lady.
Need it. All right, we'll see you in a minute.
All right.
Okay.
All right, I promise you I'll be back soon. I suspect Gigi knows she's not well. I can see it in her eyes. I mean, I promise you.
You know, the bloods will hopefully tell us what's wrong. And hopefully, whatever we find out it is, that it's treatable.
Yeah.
Just around the corner,
Betty, you'll get it. Good girl, Lola. Good girl.
another one of Scott's regular clients, Claire, is getting ready for a trip to the practice.
Good girl.
I have a Sealyham Terrier called Betty. I have a German Shorthair Pointer called Lola, and then 2 Maine Coons, Chip and his sister Chili. The dogs get on with each other and the cats get on with each other, but they don't get on with each other. You see what I mean? Right, you two, you've got to stay there. You know you're not allowed upstairs. To go and see the kiddies.
But today, it's not the dogs, but one of Claire's upstairs feline residents who needs to see Scott.
Good boy.
So they're 12 years old. I've had them since they were kittens, so they've been a part of my life for a very long time. Chili is bulletproof. She goes to the vet once a year for a check and there's never anything wrong with her.
Here we go. Should we give you your inhaler?
But unlike Chili,
Good boy.
Chip is starting to feel his age.
Don't hold your breath. Good boy.
He's got asthma. He has a blocked tear duct in one of his eyes, so one of his eyes cries permanently.
Right, stick your feet in.
So Claire makes sure Chip has regular checkups.
I get my feet in. There we are. Here
And
we
this
go.
afternoon, he's booked in to see
Boy.
Scott.
Right, let's go.
This is my girlfriend, Gigi. Don't tell Zoe. But she's not very well. Hey, baby.
She doesn't look very well, does she?
No.
Looks a little bit sad.
At the Richmond practice, Scott and nurse Nathan are running tests on celebrity dog Gigi's liver function
Scratch, sweetie. Oh, brave girl.
to try to find out the cause of her weight loss and lethargy.
When we suspect that a patient has liver disease, we do a blood test. And the blood test will show us if the enzymes associated with liver function are raised. And if they are, it would show that the liver's under stress. Stay there. Good girl. Stay there. Good girl. Okay. X-ray.
Scott is also performing an X-ray to look for any physical abnormalities in Gigi's liver.
So what we've got here is the shadow of the liver, and it's just quite big. It's quite swollen. It's taking up quite a lot of Gigi's abdomen. So it would suggest that the liver's just plain angry. I can't see any obvious large lumps or bumps in the abdomen, so that's good news.
Blood's all ready, Scott.
Thanks, mate. Oh, no. Look at that.
It's off the scale.
No. They're going to be mortified. Oh, dear Gigi, eh? If only you could read.
Upstairs, Gigi's owners Steph and Dom have been waiting anxiously for the results.
She'll be fine. She'll be fine.
Hi, guys. Oh, there you are. It's your girl.
Baby.
Unfortunately, the news is a bit concerning, actually.
Don't.
Yeah, her liver's not functioning very well at the moment. Her liver enzymes are all raised. One of them is so high it's actually off the charts.
You're joking me.
The liver is a really robust organ, and it's actually one of the only ones that's able to regenerate itself. Most of the time, the liver can actually lose about 70% of its function before any clinical signs will be present. So the fact that Gigi is already sick shows how badly damaged her liver really is. There's a lot of different possibilities when it comes to liver disease, and they can vary in scale from something that might come and go to something that's here to stay and also potentially life-threatening.
Oh God, you're making me feel sick.
So where do we go from here?
She's a dog that needs hospital treatment. What we're left with is a liver that's just plain angry, and to determine exactly what's going on with it and how we can best treat Gigi, we need to do a liver biopsy, and that means an anaesthetic and surgery. We need to find out what's going on.
I was not expecting you to say that. It never really occurred to me all this time that there might actually be a serious issue. It literally has never crossed my mind. It's absolutely floored me.
Right, well, we better hand her over them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
All right, so...
Well, beauty, you're going to be fine, all right?
Oh, baby.
Take her back to Mummy.
I'm so frightened now that there might be, you might find something absolutely hideous and we can't do anything about it. I think that'd be a day of national mourning.
It's all right, sweetheart.
Scott and nurse Nathan are about to begin surgery on Gigi.
This whole procedure, I think I've had my stomach in my mouth. I've been very, very nervous because Steph and Dom are good friends and I know how much they love this dog. We all want to know what's going wrong with you so I can make you better. Oh, thank you. Thank you. And now's the start of the agonising wait. We have to send off the piece of liver, the biopsy sample, off to the lab. The pathologist will then have a look and then tell me exactly what's going on with Gigi's liver. It could be something serious, and let's hope it's not.
Gigi will spend the night recovering at the clinic before going home with our owners Steph and Dom tomorrow.
Get you sorted out today. You're probably not going to like it, but it's for your own good. Poor old Chip.
Claire has brought in 12-year-old Chip for his regular health check.
Hello. Hello. How are you, gorgeous?
Hi, nice to see you. Mwah.
So the biggest cat in Richmond.
Yes, he's here for his full health check.
His full health check. And look how keen he is. Claire was one of the very first people to walk through the practice doors when we opened 6 years ago. And we've been through real highs and real deep lows. Come on, big boy, in you come.
2 years ago, Claire was walking her 3 dogs on the beach in Cornwall when they were hit by a freak wave. 2 of the dogs, Sprout and Scruffy, were washed out to sea and drowned.
Let me just have a little listen. Good boy. Whenever she comes into the practice, I love seeing her, but I'm always a little bit nervous that I might find something that'll break her heart again. So he's been generally healthy,
Yes,
happy boy?
apart from the ongoing asthma, which you know about, he's been fine.
It's like having a snow leopard in my consult room.
Yes.
So no surprises that he's got a bit of a raspy chest, but that all sounds lovely. Yep. Right, so let's have a little feel of your tummy. All right, big boy.
Good
Sure
boy.
everything's okay. Yeah, I can definitely feel a thickening, for want of a better word, in his abdomen, right up the top there, right sort of near the diaphragm.
What does the thickening mean?
Well, I don't really have an explanation as to what actually it is, because he's not giving us any information. He's not telling us that anything ails him. But clearly I can feel something that shouldn't be there, and that does alarm me. Obviously, Claire's shocked that I found this fibrous tissue. I don't know what it is, and that's really difficult to tell an owner because I know that Claire's immediately going to be very concerned. So, Claire, what I think we need to do with your gentle giant is have him in today and just go on a bit of a fact-finding mission. So
Right.
give him an anaesthetic to be able to do an X-ray and then see where we're at.
Okay.
Right, so not really the usual general health check kind of fare where I give him a worming tablet and off we go.
He has a history of not breathing under anaesthetic as well, so I'm a bit concerned about an anaesthetic.
Yeah, I mean, him having asthma does complicate matters, absolutely. But if we have to go forward with potentially opening him up, which hopefully we won't have to, but if we have to, of course it needs to be under anaesthetic.
Well, I was expecting to say, oh yeah, we know he has asthma and everything else is fine and head on home. So, yeah, I wasn't ready for him to have an anaesthetic today. Oh, Chippy. Poor old man.
All right, say
Good
bye,
luck,
Mummy.
boy. And we'll see you later, because you're going to be totally fine.
Say bye, Mother.
Bye-bye.
Good boy.
Hopefully he won't find anything life-threatening, but, I mean, I guess they're looking for tumours, I suppose. I feel a bit sick.
All right, well, let's give you some anaesthetic medication. Yeah. Chip is a very old boy, and he has had issues with anaesthetics in the past, but unfortunately, where this fibrous tissue is so deep and so central that I really can't have him moving at all if I'm to look at it properly. Okay, still breathing, still breathing, good.
Nurse Sam is assisting Scott with Chip's X-ray.
X-ray. Okay, if you keep an eye on him and I'll just run this through. The spectrum of what we're dealing with Chip is pretty wide. There's all sorts of different possibilities here, from completely benign to horrendous. So unfortunately, I can see a shadow, something that shouldn't really be there underneath the stomach. And it's a bit of a mystery. So I think we're going to have to perform surgery. Okay, sweetheart, let's see what's going on with you.
At her home in Chertsey, practice manager Maz is preparing to bring her 2 tortoises in with her to work.
So this is Alan and Steve. They are collectively known as the kids. And they were actually given to me by my sister because she knew that I was desperate for tortoises, and she knew someone who was looking to rehome theirs. So she surprised me with them one day.
Despite their names, Steve and Alan are sisters.
I didn't know they were girls when I named them, but they don't seem to mind. They don't object too much. You don't mind, do you? No.
Maz's fur baby Branston is equally besotted by the girls.
Branston absolutely loves them. He goes up, says hello to them, takes his ball over to play with them and doesn't quite understand why they don't want to chase it. If either of them go missing in the garden or bury themselves under something, he normally finds them and lets us know where they are.
Steve and Alan may not look like the adventurous types, but Maz recently found them in a neighbour's garden, so she's decided they need to be microchipped.
All right, kids. Should we go see Auntie Nathan? Yes.
Today, Maz is taking the tortoises to Scott's surgery to see resident reptile expert Nathan.
And you, Steve?
While they're at the practice, there's another issue she wants Nathan to look at.
Get Nathan to check your underbite. Yeah. Steve has an underbite, so I like to get Nathan just to check that it's all going well, he can still eat okay. Right, kids? There we go.
Nathan, is our boy doing okay?
Doing well so far.
Okay, mate, that's perfect.
Scott and Nurse Nathan are about to begin surgery on Maine Coon cat Chip to investigate a worrying lump in his abdomen.
And it's thoroughly gross. There we go. That's not even all of it. Oh, and it reeks as well. Oh man, it's rancid. Oh my God, look at that! Oh, it's like some sort of swamp monster. Jeez, that is unbelievable. You know what? Even though that is thoroughly gross, that is good news. This means that Chip is going to be a healthy boy. There we go. That's the problem. Oh.
Laser.
No.
Do you think I could have some?
Yeah, you need some. We can do a transplant from Chip to your head. Up until the point that I'd opened Chip's stomach, I was quite concerned and quite worried for Chip's future. In this case, I found something massive and hairy and gross, and I got rid of it. I'm very happy. Your mummy's going to be very happy, isn't she? Yes, she is. She's going to have a boy for a bit longer yet.
Chip will need to stay at the clinic overnight to make sure he recovers well from his anaesthetic before going home with owner Claire tomorrow.
Good lad. I cannot wait to deliver Chip back to Claire. She is going to be just so happy and relieved to know that her boy is okay. And then I can't wait to see her face when I show her that hairy baby. She is going to freak out. It's going to be awesome. Sleep it off. Good chap. Morning, Gigi. Your butler service is here. Do you want to have a little bit of food?
24 hours after undergoing a liver biopsy, miniature dachshund Gigi is ready to go home.
Have a little bit of chicken? Maybe not to Madam's taste?
She'll be around. She'll be fine.
I can't wait to see her. God.
Hi guys.
Morning, Kirsty.
How are you?
We're all right.
Gigi's owners, TV stars Steph and Dom, can't wait to be reunited with their little girl.
Scott will just bring her up. You want to take a seat?
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you, will do.
Thank you.
It's all right.
Well, much more upbeat today, because she's obviously not dead.
It felt very odd not having her in the house.
One of us slightly more stressed than the other.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, it's because I love her more than you do.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
No, you don't.
I do.
No, I was just cooler about it.
Come on, little lady. Think I can hear Mummy and Daddy upstairs. Come on, then. Good girl.
Glamping, look at that, on the back of a truck. I don't think so. No. Unless I can plug my hairdryer in, I'm not going.
Hi.
Hey, look. Look at you. No cone. Where's your cone of shame? What have we done to you?
I dared not put a cone on such a fashionable creature as young Gigi here.
Oh, she couldn't get closer if she tried.
Oh, Screech.
So now, guys, we do need to just all be patient and be brave until we get the results of that liver biopsy. I've had her on a drip overnight. I've started her off on a special medication to help to manage her liver health, and that seems to have made a difference. But obviously, we all have a nervous wait. Hopefully, it'll be good news and Gigi will make a full recovery. All right. We'll see you later, Gigi. Be a good girl. Bye, gorgeous. Try not to worry too much. Dom, pleasure. All right. We'll see you guys in a few days, yeah?
Thank you.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye, team.
Cheerio, thanks very much. Bye.
We're free.
Right, have
Let's
a nice
go.
cup of tea.
Oh, it's a screech. Morning.
Hello, love. That's not filing for me, is it?
It's not filing.
Oh, good.
It's a whole other job.
Oh, hello.
Practice manager Maz has arrived at the Richmond practice with some very special cargo.
Should we go down and see Nathan? Come on then.
See you later.
See you in a bit.
Bye.
Nathan's an absolute geek when it comes to anything slightly reptilian, so he's got to be your go-to man when you need something done to your tortoises, that's for sure. Hello!
Hi.
Good, thank you.
So I've been expecting something.
You have. It's the kids.
Ah.
Ta-da!
Steve and Alan.
Yep.
So what are they in for today?
Most importantly, microchipping, because Alan started to be a little adventurous with where he's going.
It's amazing how they do escape.
I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
I never thought having a tortoise meant actually having to keep an eye on them because they could get out quickly.
Yeah.
I sort of thought that was the point of having tortoises, that they couldn't move quickly. So definitely microchipping, please. And then just to double check that Steve's okay with his underbite.
Right. Do you want to do the microchip first?
Let's microchip. I'm ready for this.
Excellent.
I am your assistant.
So obviously normally in cats and dogs we do it in between the shoulder blades.
Yeah.
Might be a little bit hard.
Yeah, fair enough. I see where you're coming from.
Yeah. So in tortoises we normally do it in the hind leg, in the
Okay.
left hind leg, and it goes just above there.
I've never seen a tortoise get microchipped before, so this is brand new for me.
So it's really important that we microchip them now. Like anything, especially something you keep in the garden. No one knows quite how they disappear, but it does happen occasionally. And I think now having the microchip gives it a little bit of security. There you go. If they do go wandering, then we'll be able to find them. There you go.
With the microchipping complete, Nathan can now address Steve's underbite.
So that's quite
Sorry.
impressive, that.
It's quite an underbite.
An underbite is caused by an overgrown lower jaw, which can make eating tricky.
I can see she goes towards food, but pushes it away because she can't actually grip to it.
Yeah.
Maz wants to make sure Steve's underbite isn't stopping her from getting enough food, especially with hibernation season approaching.
So what I think I might do is just take a little bit off there, just off the bottom beak, just to help her eat and make it a little bit easier.
So it's more of a closed mouth rather than there being an obvious underbite to it?
Yeah, so instead of having like a shovel and having to eat over the shovel,
Yeah.
she should be able to eat a little better.
Okay, yep.
To trim the beaks, I'm going to use a dental machine and the burr which we often trim rabbit's teeth down with. So I need as still as possible.
Okay, I can do this.
Trimming the beak doesn't hurt at all. I guess it's just like cutting your fingernails. It just takes the edge off of it without drilling too much away. Perfect. But I think you can see already that there's...
You can see, from the top you can see.
Yeah.
It's not that scoop like you were talking about.
Yeah.
So I think now you've got a better chance. All done, tortoises are chipped and clean bill of health and they're both good. They're ready to enjoy the rest of the summer before they go back to sleep again for a few months. All right, say thank you to Auntie Nathan.
Thanks.
Say thank you. Mwah, mwah, mwah.
Later that day, Scott is on his way between practices when he receives an urgent SOS.
So I've just had a call from one of my nurses, Nathan, up at Richmond. He said he's just admitted one of our patients, Freddie, who is in a really bad way. He's just gone under about 3 or 4 cars and he's really unwell, so I'm heading up there now. Come on, let's get there.
Nathan is closely monitoring the 3-year-old Italian greyhound until Scott arrives.
Just downstairs.
Freddie's all right?
Doesn't look good.
Hey, Nate.
Hi, Scott.
What do we got?
His temperature's 36.5 at the moment, so I'm just trying to bring that up. I put him on fluids. His oxygen level's low in his blood as well.
Freddie?
His eyes are really red as well, where the blood vessels have burst.
Look at that. There's a huge amount of bruising around that eye. That's really bad. He's bruising even in his ear. Look at that. So poor little Freddie is really in a terrible state. He is very, very flat indeed. So I'm very concerned this dog has suffered some kind of head trauma. Oh my God. Look at how bruised he is. God. Poor boy, poor boy. Oh, that hurts a bit, doesn't it? Okay, okay. It's all right. Your mummy must be so worried, eh?
Anxiously waiting upstairs is Freddie's traumatized owner. Ivona was walking her 6 dogs in a local park when Freddie escaped.
I didn't even know he'd gone. A passerby said to me, "Have you lost a dog?" And because one's just been hit on the road, I knew it was him immediately. So I raced over to the gate, and as I'm standing there, absolutely hysterical, the dog got hit by 2 other cars, and then one truck went over him, and another truck. So I thought, well, the dog's dead.
Just then, another passerby came to her aid.
This guy literally stepped out onto the North Circular in the rush hour, arms up, stopped the traffic, and scooped him up and said, "He's alive, he's breathing."
Scott now urgently needs to X-ray Freddie to look for any head injuries and also see if there are any broken bones.
Oh, it's just awful, isn't it? Poor boy. With Freddie laid out on the X-ray table, you can really see the full spectacle of what this accident has caused this poor little creature. He is so covered in bruises. I don't think ever in my experience have I seen a dog so bruised as little Freddie. So Nathan, I'm just gonna take an X-ray of his head and neck. So I'm just spin him around this way, good boy. X-ray. So this is the fragment of bone there, and there's just a line here that I don't like the look of. So the wheels have likely gone over the top of him and have fractured his pelvis. But the fact that none of his other limbs are broken is incredible. But the biggest concern for me now is why Freddie is so very flat. And I think the problem is within the brain itself. Okay, come on through. Here's your boy. He's still very sad.
Oh my God.
What is that?
It's horrible to see him the way he is.
All right, okay. The good news is there's no fractures or broken bones in the head, in the neck, which is great.
Amazed.
But he does have fractures in his pelvis, I'm afraid. I'm hoping that just with time and rest, they may heal on their own, but we'll have to wait and see. What I'm majorly concerned about is the fact that he is so weak at the moment. We can't assess what other neurological symptoms he may have. He can feel all of his limbs, but he's certainly not moving all of his limbs. And so until he starts doing that, we won't know what damage has been done.
You silly boy.
Freddie will need to remain at the practice until the extent of his brain injury becomes clear.
I just don't know how badly damaged it'll be. It may be that it permanently affects the ability to walk, his memory, even his personality.
Oh, Fred. I know. You're gonna have to stay here for a while, buddy. Yes, you are.
Hello, mate. Hello. Wow, look at you. Hello, buddy. Hello, sweetheart. Gosh, you're looking better, aren't you? Look at you, trying to use your legs. Hey?
2 days after Freddie's road accident, Scott is checking on the Italian Greyhound's progress.
Look how much brighter this boy is today. Hey. Yeah, he's a little bit sore still, which is why he's panting a little bit. But, I mean, look at him. He's standing. Look at how bruised he is. Oh, that hurts a bit, doesn't it? Okay.
The 3-year-old ran into busy traffic and was left with a broken pelvis and extensive bruising.
Good boy. It's all right. I just want to do a few neurological tests on his body. Good boy.
While the pelvic fractures should heal over time, Scott's worried the 3-year-old may have swelling on the brain, or worse, a permanent brain injury.
Come here, sweetheart. Okay.
So he's doing some tests to check for brain activity.
Okay, ready? Just see what you're doing here. Good boy, well done. What I'm doing is just putting his knuckles on the ground and just seeing if he'll right the foot. Good boy. Okay, so this is the one that I'm concerned about. Good boy. But the right hind leg is a little slow to right. Now, if it was that he's had major trauma on the right-hand side and there's been some swelling to the nerves, that swelling can impede the ability of the impulses to get to the brain. But with a reduction in the swelling, hopefully we're going to see the nerves talking to the brain again.
Scott now feels the best place for him is at home with Ivana.
He's improved so much that I think Scott's going to let him go home with me tonight. So I'm really, really happy. I can't wait to see him.
Hey,
Hey, Fred! This is your boy. Hey, gorgeous boy.
Hey, who's that? Who's that? Oh. He's so much brighter.
It's just...
It's a miracle.
Yeah. To come from the dog lying in the road with cars hitting him and 2 trucks going over to here in the space of a few days is just incredible.
You know, massive strides. But one thing I would say is brain injury can, of course, change personalities alongside cause numerous neurological problems. So what we need to do is just be patient and let these next few days and weeks run through, and then we can work out, does he have long-term issues that we need to manage? Ivana's a very practical owner. She understands that her dog has suffered a major trauma and he's not going to get better overnight, but hopefully everything is starting to come back. All right, so you get home and get well, and I'll see you very soon. Yes, I will. All right, Ivana.
Okay, brilliant.
All the best.
Thanks very much.
No worries.
Thank
It's
you.
been a pleasure. Bye, sweetheart. Bye.
He's looking more like Fred now than he was a few days ago. Fingers crossed that he makes it to a full recovery.
Another client, Claire, is also returning to the Richmond practice, excited about picking up her boy Chip after his big stomach operation.
I can't wait to see him. Really missed him overnight. But I'm happy to know that he's okay. So yeah, really looking forward to getting him back home.
Should we go see Mummy? Come on. Ready? Oh, he's a big boy. Oh, he's a big boy. Come on. Oh.
Yeah, the anticipation is huge. What is in Chip's stomach? So yeah, I need to know the answer.
Hello.
Hello.
There's your boy.
There he is. Hello. How are you doing? Oh, I missed you.
Go on then. Do you want to have a cuddle with Mummy?
Come on then.
Come on, you big lump. There we go.
Oh,
you got him.
There he is. Oh. So what is in his stomach?
I think you need to see it with your own eyes.
Okay.
So just give me 1 second.
Oh, Chippy Chip. What have you eaten? What's in your tummy?
So my jacket will give you a little bit of a
Yes.
hint as to what this is.
Oh!
It is the biggest hairball I've seen in my entire 20-year career.
Yeah, you were never going to get all of that out the normal way. It's such a relief that it was just a hairball, albeit a very large one, and I don't need to worry about cancer or any other threatening illnesses.
Which brings me to my next suggestion with regards to his treatment, which is
Shaving.
he needs a new do, the boy. He needs a new
No,
do.
I was joking. You're not seriously going to shave him.
He needs to be clipped. We don't want this to happen again.
I'll brush him more.
You You'll brush him more?
Seriously? I'm not shaving him.
We brushed him this morning. Claire is honestly one of the best owners that we have. She does everything I ask to the letter. But this time around, there was definitely a little bit of pushback. Just a new haircut for summer, you know?
I'm not convinced by this. Usually I agree with everything you say immediately, and I'm not.
The first time we fall
out. I know.
I certainly wouldn't be recommending a new hairstyle for Chip without good reason. So if we can just reduce the amount of hair he's covered in, I think that he's going to ingest less, and therefore I won't need to go back in and remove another monstrous hairball. Come on.
Let's get you home.
I mean,
Come
needs to
on.
organise that hair appointment.
Oh, well, think about that. I will consider the shaving because I can see that it's going to be best for his health. Boy. Yeah, I'm really not happy about cutting off all his lovely fur, though.
Bye, Chip.
Thanks.
You beautiful, big,
Let's go.
hairy boy. I mean, look at me, honestly.
Thought you might need that.
Good plan.
Might help.
She can tell, you know.
I know, she's shivering. She's not the only one, it's cold.
It is a bit chilly.
Come on then.
Come on.
Here we go.
Hello.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hello, you two. How are you, gorgeous? You're right, nice there. Good to see you.
And you?
3 days after the liver biopsy on Dachshund Gigi, her owners Steph and Dom are back at the practice to hear the results.
I have a report on you, my love. So
really?
I think Mum and Dad will be quite interested to hear. Wow, that's ominous.
Jeez, Louise, what are you going to tell me?
Come on, let's go.
I'm personally quite terrified to hear what the results are because I've got a bad feeling about it because I've seen Dr. Scott's face and you can read his face, I think, very well, and he's as worried as I am, so I don't know, I haven't been able to sleep very well.
So I know you've been putting a brave face on, but I do have the report regarding the biopsy we took on little Gigi, and the news is good. There shouldn't be any lasting issue.
Oh, thank
So,
God.
there you go.
Thank you.
It's good, isn't it?
Reed, you're going to be all right, my
Oh,
darling.
my God.
Yes. So I'm hoping that although Gigi has swallowed a little morsel which is toxic and has damaged her liver, given time and the medication I've prescribed, her liver should return to normal function. Thank goodness for the regenerative powers of the liver, and I couldn't think of two better people to advocate that.
Well, the irony is quite something, isn't it?
Could I have some of those pills, please? The relief is unbelievable. She's fine. She's absolutely fine. She's obviously ingested something really horrible. God knows what that is. But there is no cancer. There's no awful stuff lurking in the shadows. So we're going to go to the pub and celebrate.
All right, guys.
Thank you so much.
There you
A little celebratory drink.
I think so.
But not vegan,
Yes!
squeeze.
Let's go to the pub.
Come on, you're okay.
It's now 7 weeks after Greyhound Freddie's accident, and the 3-year-old is defying the odds, not only surviving the crash, but also showing no signs of any permanent brain damage.
Freddie, good boy, Fred.
It was touch and go, totally. We didn't know whether he was going to survive, but he's recovered fantastically. He's brilliant. I mean, we can't believe it.
Scott is anxious to see for himself the brave dog's remarkable recovery.
Well, hello.
Hey.
That was an enthusiastic welcome.
Hi.
How are you? Hello,
good,
puppy.
thank
Hello, Fred. Wow.
Yeah, as you can see, he's
He's doing all right, isn't he? Hello, mate.
racing around.
Wow, the fact that he's walking, amazing. As soon as I'm ushered into the house, immediately I can see Freddie, and he's doing so well. He's walking really well, he's running around, it's brilliant. So he seems none the worse for wear considering such an extreme injury.
Yeah, it doesn't affect his function at all.
Certainly personality seems
Oh,
unaffected,
yeah.
and that was the big thing. Is
That was the big worry.
Yeah, we didn't know, would he have a complete shift in personality? Would you say that he's just the same old Fred?
Yeah, he is the same old Fred. He's back to full capacity and back to normal, at least sort of 98%. So yeah, everything's great.
There you Yeah.
Well, it's pretty magical.
Well,
What you and your team have done.
Oh, thank you. It is a miracle, really, that this dog is here when 7 weeks ago he was literally on death's door. So it is a wonderful result. I'm really glad to see he's happy and that Ivana is as well. All I'm talking about with you, young man, is road safety for dogs.
Scott's also making a home visit to see Maine Coon cat Chip, curious to find out whether owner Claire has followed his advice to give the fluffy feline a haircut.
Hello! How are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Absolute madness.
Exploratory surgery revealed an enormous furball lodged in Chip's stomach.
Oh my God, look at that!
Here he is.
Hello, mate. I think he looks awesome.
Well, it's better than when I thought you wanted me to shave him naked.
I think he looks fantastic.
If I had my way, and if he didn't have hairball problems, I wouldn't have touched his hair. But I've cut it short, but not too short. So hopefully that will solve the problem.
So what you've done is reduce the amount of hair living on this cat by probably 2/3, I would say.
Yeah.
Let's not forget the size of the furball that I removed from Chip. It wasn't just a tiny little thing. This was massive. And as a result, we need to change the amount of hair this cat consumes to avoid it from happening again.
He may not look quite himself, but I'm sure it's for his own good.
I love it. Through gritted teeth, you're thinking this is an okay idea at best.
It's okay, yeah.
Well, I think he looks great, and I think the hairdo suits him, mate. But I'm just really glad
He's
you're
still got
healthy.
his beautiful face.
Hi, I'm Dr. Danny Dusek from Bondi Vet. If you love our show and want to see more, plus some amazing content about pets and how to care for them, hit the subscribe button. Click that little notification bell and we'll see you on our next video.